Hey troops, it's Warfare Geeks Adventures. Woohoo! This whole weekend I was thinking, okay, should do a podcast broadcast. Whatever the heck this thing you call it when I'm doing it on YouTube. About let's see, Ben Kenobi. The whole reboot with Obi with Ewan McGregor. Woo! I'm gonna wait. I'm like, okay, and then week progressed and some other things developed. Hey, we finally have a title for the next James Bond movie. Woo! Daniel Craig gets to go. Oh, thank God. I'm going to be finally done with this and I can make like Christian Bale and be in whatever the heck I want because I made lots of money, baby. And the Broccoli family can go, okay, we got one movie before we got to go through this garbage all over again. um, or, hey, Matrix 4. Woo! Or for some, it's interesting. Carrie Ann Moss is also going to be in this because well, we kind of all remember what happened to Trinity. Ow. Oh. But and then all of them went out the window when suddenly what was a behind the scenes kind of discussion between Sony and Disney over Spider-Man and everything suddenly turned into the ugliest fight since Viacom, CBS, and all that other stuff. It's a long story. If you're a Trek fan, you're going, oh, thank God. For everyone else going, what is this all about? Go to Hollywood Reporter or something, Viacom. You'll find it. It's really long and boring, but actually kind of important if you're a Trek fan. Nah, but yeah, for months now, there have been all sorts of sniping going on between Sony and the mouse. The rumors flying around of Sony basically kind of going to Disney, so on and so forth. The general feeling I think all of us had was, dudes, come on, dudettes, come on. Y'all making lots of money. Come on, share. There went the sharing, apparently. There's a lot of. I'm not going to go over who's saying what and whatnot because it's smeared all over the internet anyway. Hollywood Reporter, yada, yada, yada. I do find it interesting, though, that in the midst of all this, Sony's official statement to the Hollywood Reporter was lots of, we love working with Kevin. We really love working with Kevin. To the end of days, almost offering the dude like keys to the house, a ring, it's funny because excuse me, this kind of reminds you what happens in sports. You have a player with negotiations going kind of with their team, and eventually things get leaked to the press, et cetera, and then you kind of have this little banter going back and forth. Some of them mean, and that's like, oh hell no, and some of it wishy-washy, mushy sort of stuff like this. So what does all this mean? Oddly enough, I'm kind of, there's a part of me that does care because I do like Tom Holland. I like what they're trying to do with it in the MCU, blah, 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 blah. Part of me really doesn't. The whole thing is really kind of symptomatic about how much money is being toyed around here. It's a lot. As a lot of people have kind of snickered, on the side. Funny how this becomes a real issue when Spider-Man makes $1 billion for Sony and is the biggest moneymaker Sony has ever had. To which the reply is, yeah, funny it took Disney for you guys to make that much money off of your stupid freaking comic book character that we loaned you after you had how many tries to do that? See, sniping, blah, 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 blah. In some ways, there is some logic for what Sony's doing, the strong arming. Venom's out there. They're working on Venom 2. From the perspective of the business, Spider-Man verse could survive on its own. I know right now, all y'all are going, you need to shut up right now. No. Let's be honest. Yes, things got thrown into the tank due to Amazing Spider-Man, and things got crazy when Sam Raimi was doing his Spider-Man trilogy, and this of course all begs the question: well, if this does all go down the toilet, what's going to happen with the current continuity? Never mind MCU, the current continuity in the Spider-Man films themselves. Hey, whatever happened to the Avengers? Peter Parker. What are the Avengers? Oh yeah, what are the Avengers? Snapchat, whatever. I shouldn't say that too loud. Someone at Disney might be monitoring this and going, "Oh, that's how they could use it." And Sony also going, "Yeah, that's our out." Blah 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 blah. But honestly, you cut off ties, it could work hypothetically. You got enough big enough rogues gallery, and it's not just Spider-Man that you're building the universe of. Between that and Tom Hardy's Venom, it's not a horrible thing by any means. Could be worse. Looking at DC, Warner Brothers, AT&T, whatever the heck you call yourselves. Wow, that was a cheap shot, wasn't it? Oh well. Anyway, on the flip side, who's greedier than whom? I don't know. Right now, Disney, I'm kind of surprised. Hey, McDonald's, would you like to be owned by Disney? Oh, come on. Wouldn't you like to have all the licensing for your kitty toys to the end of days? Wouldn't you like that? Oh, come on. You want to be assimilated. You want to be conquered. You want to be part of the mouse family. Oh, sorry. That happens sometimes. Yeah. So me personally, I'm kind of in this weird. Y'all gonna do whatever the heck you do. For fans, in some ways, it does work both ways. If things get weird and Sony by whatever reason gets the whole thing, you got the Spider-Verse. Assuming you don't do another reboot. Because if you do another reboot, fans are going to go, really? Don't care. Which unfortunately also does mean, though, you got to ramrod a lot of stuff through to make sense of what is left in the Tom Holland version of Spider-Man. On the other hand, if he stays in the MCU, well, nothing changes, and the mouse gets to go, see, Sony, you still made lots of money, see, and so did we. Funny how that works. So I don't know. The thing that gets worrisome, if you want to look at the whole grand giant scheme of media entertainment, go to boxofficemojo.com and you look at the worldwide totals. You looking? See where the top 6 movies are? Yeah. In that context, you really want all the crap made to be made by Disney? Just something to think about. All right. Anyway, so yeah, in the end, let's be frank here. These decisions are being made over. There is a great line from a movie, State of Play, stars. Oh, good grief! It's based on a BBC drama about a murder of a. This is kind of going off on a tangent, but bear with me. Murder of an intern in the British government, turns out connected to all sorts of other political blah 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 blah. It was adapted into the United States. Ben Affleck plays a character. Good grief, what is his name? Wow, I'm sorry, epic fail. But anyway, lots of money, government, and then one of the characters talks about how, in the middle of this whole conspiracy thing, well, how much money? Millions, hundreds of millions, and the term that comes up is wrath of God money. And you're wondering, what exactly do you mean? Billions upon billions upon billions. The kind of money where, to be frank, folks like us, we really don't, it's, it's inconceivable, Don't think the word means what you think it means. That's kind of the level of money we're talking about here. I mean, Endgame itself Endgame made almost $3 billion. One dang movie, 3 billion. That's how much money we're talking about. None of these organizations, none of these marketing people, none of these execs really care what we think. Well, in some ways they sort of kind of do, because we're going to end up spending money on the product. But this is wrath of God money we're talking about here, so it's going to go wherever it goes. And we all know where a certain organization wants it to go, right? It is what it is, right? Anyway, I'm gonna go. Y'all take care. May the force be with you. May the odds be in your favor, especially when you're negotiating as a multi-billion-dollar entertainment corporation. And most importantly, be good to each other. Okay, folks? Y'all take care. Peace. Bye.